Okay, good morning. Woohoo, here we go. We're here, let's do it. Take your feet to the width of the mat, take a nice big deep breath. I'm just gonna, and exhale out. I'm just gonna adjust my camera here for a sec. Okay, big deep breath. And exhale, and one more time, deep breath. Now do a full swan dive all the way down and relax your head. Now inhale to a flat back. Shift your hips backwards. And then put your hands down and walk out to plank. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Keep your feet where they are. And then as soon as you get there, just walk back. And then inhale to a flat back. Keep your legs straight if you can. Hands back down, walk out plank. Take it back. Inhale to a flat back. And now do a reverse swan dive. Come all the way back up. Reach for the ceiling with the arms. And then relax them by your side. Step your feet in hip width apart. Take a nice big deep breath. Good morning, Anne. And then do a nice slow swan dive all the way down. Let your head relax. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold back down. Do that again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Walk out to plank. Once you're in plank, pull through to a down dog, pushing the heels to the floor, and then come back to plank. And do it again. Pull through, press those heels down, come back to plank, and one last time. Now back to plank, step your knees in so they're under your hips, and take it to a small dog. Now you should be able to get the heels actually on the floor. Now come back to bear, and back to small dog. And we're just going to do this 2 more times. Lower those knees, lift them up, heels down. Last one. Back to your down dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale to a flat back. And now do a reverse swan dive all the way back up. Reach for the ceiling. And back by your side. Step your feet in together. Big deep breath. Bring the arms parallel to the floor. Give me a little squat. And then back up, sweep the arms up. And a little squat. And sweep up. And one more time. And lift. Do a slow swan dive down. Let the head go. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale back down. Hands to the floor. Walk out to plank. Now from your plank position, just hover your knees. You're not stepping them in. Come back to plank. Push the heels towards the back wall. Lower those knees, just hover them. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Come back to plank. And one more time, lower, squeeze. And now open the feet hip width apart, step them into bear. And from bear, take it to a small dog. Hold on this spot. Lift your left leg up. And now switch, lift the right one. And just keep walking it. Lifting and lowering. Getting some good oxygen to these muscles. Waking up the body. A few more. Okay, let's put our knees down. We're going to give our wrists a little bit of a break. You're gonna walk the hands under your shoulders, and we're gonna do some cat-cows. Keep your toes tucked under, round your back, look at your knees, and then flip it around. And do it again. Just sort of go at your own pace, creating lots of space between the shoulder blades, hollowing out that belly. Do a few more. This is really good for you to be doing every single day. It's so good for your lower back and your spine. Okay, so come back to a neutral spine. I'm gonna get my towel because I'm gonna put my head down. We're gonna go to child's pose of your choice. Once you get there, take 6 big, big breaths. Nice job. Come back up onto all fours. You're gonna go right into a plank pose, high plank, hold it. Now we're gonna do some scapular work. So you're gonna drop your chest towards the floor and then push it away. Lower and lift, and keep going. Do it 10 times. Lower and lift. Nice and slow. Keep hollowing out that belly. You always have an option to put your knees down if you're getting tired. In fact, when we finish these 10, we are going to put our knees down and keep going. So let's do that now. Knees to the floor. You're going to find you're going to get much more range. Just drop in and push away. It's kind of just creating energy and oxygen to all these muscles. Make sure you're not dropping your face, right? You always want to keep your neck long. Okay, kick your feet out to the side. You're going to have a seat on your butt. Extend the legs all the way out in front. Meet me in staff pose. Bring the arms forward. Sit up nice and tall. So I've got my heels in the corners of the mat. My spine is long. And now I'm going to keep my belly in and just lean back a little bit. Just so you feel stuff around the hip flexors and the belly. Start to pay attention. Now hold this spot if you can. You always have an option to take your hands behind you and help offset some of the load. But if you can, keep them out. You're going to pick up the right foot a little bit, put it down, and then do the same on the left. Nothing changes in the core, right? Just lower and lift with your belly in. Okay, now we're going to step our feet in a little closer, like maybe a couple of inches. Keep nice and long through your spine, lift and lift. Just keep going, alternating one side at a time. Anytime you need to take a break, go ahead and do it. Now step those feet in a little closer and lift and switch. Just 4 more. Then we're going to give ourselves a little reprieve. Okay, heels back to the corners. You're going to dive through the legs. You're rounding your back. Let your head go. Give me 6 big breaths. As you continue to breathe, you can try walking your hands out a little further, deepening the stretch in the back of the legs and low back. Okay, come on back up. You're gonna step your right heel inside your left leg and walk it back out, rounding your back. Give me 6 big breaths. Okay, walk it back up and change legs. Same thing, dive it down, start your breathing. Okay, bring it back up. Now you're going to connect the bottoms of your feet together and pull them in towards you. Sit up nice and tall. Now, while you're here, think about letting the knees relax a little closer to the floor. Stay here for a few breaths. Spread out your chest, keep the arms long. Okay. Nice, take the legs out in front, arms out in front. You're going to C-curve the spine. You're going to come down nice and slow. Once we get down, you're going to take the arms all the way back behind you. Point those toes and pull the body apart. Give me a few breaths here. Spread those fingers wide and then squeeze them by making a fist. And just keep going. Okay, you're going to bring the arms back by your side. You're going to bend your legs, so slide your heels in. And now we're going to take our right foot into a figure 4 stretch. So flex it, sit it on top of your left thigh. Give me a pelvic tilt up so you feel your lower back on the floor. And push your right knee forward using muscle. And then pick that left foot off the floor. Keep that push forward of that right leg. Bring your hands through, take hold of the hamstring or your shin. Maybe help that left knee get a little closer. Okay, we're going to slide this right leg over so your knees are crossed. You're going to take hold of the outsides of both feet. If you can find them, pull them in towards you. Just breathe. Big stretch for that right glute. Okay, we're going to uncross, put the feet back on the floor. Now we're switching sides. Pelvic tilt up, left foot on the right thigh. Move that left knee forward. Arms are on the floor. Keep your left foot flexed. Bring the right knee in. Hands come through, take hold, pull that right knee in a little closer. And now we're going to slide the left knee so your knees are crossed. Find those feet on the outsides. Keep them flexed, but pull them towards you a little bit so you get that left glute. Okay, release the legs all the way down along the floor. Clasp your fingers together and take the arms all the way back behind you. Reach for the back of the room, point those toes. And now you're going to take the elbows, line them up with the shoulders, put them down on the floor. The back of the hand is on the floor. So take a look at your elbows on both sides and see if they've lined up with the shoulders. If not, make an adjustment. Now we're going to lift the back of the hands off the floor and move them forward. So I want you to pay attention to what happens to your shoulders and blades when you create that movement. Try to not let them move forward. It's just the wrist, just the forearm, the wrist to the elbow is what's moving. The rest of the body is nice and quiet. Do that a few more times. Try to improve your range of motion without lifting the shoulders. Okay, put the back of the hands back on the floor. Try to keep them there and slide the hands back along the floor till your fingers connect. Thumb and first finger. And then slide them back to the starting point. And do that 2 more times. Slide back. And if the arms lift up a little bit, that's okay. See if you can keep them down. Make sure you're drawing the belly up and into the spine. Okay, back to your starting point. Let those hands come forward. You might notice you have a little bit more range. Try again. Just a few more times. Keep the back of the hands on the floor, slide them backwards. See if you can get your fingers to touch, then slide them back to the starting point. Do that a few more times. Okay, bring the arms by your side, step your feet in. We're going to do some pelvic rocking. So low back pushes into the floor. Keep the weight in your heels. Tilt the pelvis up a little bit more. And then reverse it. Roll it down. Big, huge space between that lower back and the floor now. While you hold this space, I want you to pull the belly in. It should feel like work. And then flip it up, reverse it. And flip it down. Drawing that stomach in, you gotta really fight for it. And again, low back on the floor, pelvis up. And let's bring both knees into the chest. You're gonna hold your knees independent of one another, open them nice and wide for an inner thigh stretch. Just hold on this spot. And again, it's not about forcing, it's just about making it feel good. Okay, now let's create a circle with our knees. Big circle. Change your direction. Okay, let's put the feet back down on the floor. Your legs are bent. You're going to cross your right knee over the left. Let the knees go towards the right side, but not quite get down on the floor. Left arm out at a 45-degree angle from the body. So you're trying to relax the left shoulder towards the floor. And you're using that right leg to press that left knee towards the floor. That's going to give you the best stretch over that hip. Keep reaching as you breathe. Now we're going to take this left arm straight back behind you. Switching the angle. Now bring it back up and let's put it down on the floor and bring those knees back up, uncross them. And let's do it the other way. Left knee over right, knees to the left, arm out to the right. Play around, you got to explore to find the best spot for you to hang out in. Everybody is different, so you got to go where it feels good. Try to keep that right arm really long. You're reaching it. It should feel active wherever it is. Now try taking it directly back behind you. See how that changes the stretch over the hip. Nice. Now take that arm back up. Uncross the legs, bring them back up. You're going to connect the bottoms of your feet together and splay the knees out to the side. Now you're just going to rock that right knee to the floor and then rock the left. So you're just massaging your glutes a little bit. Just keep going side to side. Nice. Now that we've got oxygen to those muscles, you're gonna go to a fully extended leg. We have a little bit of work to do for the back of our body. So pull the heels in a little bit, connect your toes and your knees. This is the Sean move. Push the heels down and then pull them towards your butt isometrically. So you feel all that tightness in the back of the legs and glutes. Now, give yourself a chance to figure out what you're doing with your belly. Get that working. Fingertips only on the floor, so you're lifting the arms up. Keep all of that activation and now lift the butt up while you squeeze. Just breathe, nice and calm. You're here for 5 more seconds. And let's extend the legs and arms. Little reprieve. Bring the arms back by your side. Slide those knees and toes together. Press the heels down. Pull them towards your butt. Lift up as you squeeze. Draw the belly down. You have so much to focus on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release it. Arms go back, legs go out. And one last one, and we move on. Fingertips, toes and knees, heels down, pull them towards your butt, lift up, squeeze those knees as hard as you can while you focus on drawing the belly down. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, try to lift a little higher if you can. 2, and then relax. Take the arms all the way back. I want you to point the toes. Now bring the arms back by your side. Slide those heels in. Roll the pelvis up so you feel the low back on the floor. And now all the weight in the heels. Lift those hips up 1 vertebrae at a time. You're pressing through the heels when you create this movement. And then do the same, just reverse it going down. So you should be moving nice and slowly. Once you get down, roll the pelvis down. And then flip it and press it all the way up. It's a really nice massage for your back, your thoracic spine, improving mobility through the groin and hips. Do it one more time. Now you're going to slide the right leg all the way down, so it's along the floor. You're going to bring your left knee in towards you. Now, put the right arm on the floor out to the side like an airplane. Keep your left hand on your knee and see if you can open the knee to the left. So now you're getting the inner thigh involved. Keep square, those hips need to stay down on the floor. You're not rolling onto that left hip. It's just the leg, the knee going out to the side. Now bring it back, hug it into the chest, and then using a towel around the bottom of your foot, or a band or something, or just grab hold of your foot, straighten that left leg. Now I want you to push the heel up towards the ceiling and try moving the leg back, keeping your right calf on the floor. So you're limiting the range of motion because you've got your right heel down. I want you to keep it down. So both your hips are nice and glued to the floor. Now let the toes push down towards your face. Feel those tendons behind the knee open up. Why not, right? Should feel good. Okay, now take hold of behind your knee. Hold your leg. I'm going to have you circle your left ankle. Big circle. Try to keep your leg nice and straight. Go the opposite way. Now point and flex. Nice little activation of your shin muscle, lubricating the ankle. Okay, hug that knee in before you put it all the way down along the floor, and we're going to switch legs. Right knee comes in, left calf on the floor. Now take your left arm out to the side and let that right knee go towards the right side of the room. And bring it back in. You're going to straighten the leg, grab hold of the foot however you can, keeping that left calf on the floor. Flex the right foot. Now with the leg straight and the heel pressing upward, try to move it backwards. Now I want you to let the toes press down towards your face. Might feel a little bit uncomfortable, but it's a nice little stretch. Okay, let's hug that knee into the chest. Let the other knee join back in. So you got both knees hugging in. You're going to make a little circle to massage your lower back. Both knees together. Go the opposite way. Now let's put that left foot down on the floor. Straighten that right leg again. We forgot to circle our ankles. So let's do that right side. Big circle with your leg straight. Change the direction. And now we're going to point and flex. Nice. Pull that knee into the chest. Let the other one come in. Rock and roll all the way up. We're going to get up nice and high on our toes. Hold on this spot. Now that we've stretched out the back of the body, we're going to go into a full forward fold here. Let your head go. Should be able to let that torso just hang over those legs. So completely unweight the upper body. Inhale to a flat back. And do a nice slow reverse swan dive all the way back up. Flip your palms, reach for the ceiling. Try to get nice and tall, lifting out of your hips, pulling in the belly. Now, bring the hands together. You're going to step your right leg back far enough that you can still keep the heel down on the floor. So once you got that going on, now if you don't feel safe or stable, take your left foot, move it a little further to the left. Hands are at your heart. Your spine is long. We're going to start to lean forward. Now, I've gone maybe an inch or two, and while I'm going to continue to go forward, I'm going to try to pull my left and right feet together. So I'm creating a lot of activation of the muscle in the front leg. Keep that tug of war going on with those feet. Or as Sean calls it, I don't know, chopstick, or then slowly come back up. Ooh, that's really hard. Now, bend your front leg, step your back foot in, we're going to switch sides. So make sure you've got the heel down, but the foot is as far back as you can get it. And if you want to just take a quick peek to make sure both your heels are pointing forward. Now start to pull the 2 feet together as you slowly hinge forward. We're not rounding the back. We're coming back up slowly. Bend your front knee, step your back foot in, switch sides. This time I'm going to have you take your hands to your thigh. See if you can get your back foot just a tiny bit further back, but the heel must be on the floor. Hands are going to slowly come down the leg. You got both legs straight. The spine starts out long, but eventually we're going to start rounding it. You're going to let the head go and either take your hands to the ankle or all the way down to the floor. So you've just sort of folded over your front leg and you're keeping your neck nice and long by letting the head go. There should be no tension there. So really try to take big breaths so you feel the rib cage puff out. Okay, inhale to a flat back, put those hands back on your leg, walk them up. You can have a little bend in that front leg if that makes it easier for you to get up. Back foot steps forward, let's switch sides. And again, on the same thing, you want to try to take the feet a little further back than you did the first time we did this stretch. Now slide those hands down the leg. Maybe to the ankle, maybe we hang out here a little bit, get some length going on. And if you're ready, hands to the mat, fold over the leg. Head looks to the back of the room. Take some really big, deep breaths. Remember, breathing is your friend. It's the best remedy for stress. Okay, inhale to a flat back, hands back on that leg, walk back up, bend that leg, step forward, big deep breath. Now, we're going to go up, try to get even taller, try to lift out of your hips, even let the shoulders come up. Everything is trying to touch the ceiling. And then take it over a little bit to the left. So you should be feeling a nice stretch right through your side body on the right. Come back center, and then go the other way, really slowly, long arms, work your arms straight. Even if they're not getting there, try your best to get them straight. Now come back. Take the arms all the way down. Relax. Little sway side to side. Just let them flow. Okay, we have a little balance challenge. And then one stretch and we're done. So let's pick up your left knee. Pull it into the body. Stand nice and tall. So spread out your chest, broaden through the shoulders. Lift out of your right hip if you can, trying to get a little taller. And now take your right hand to your waist. Take hold of the toes or the foot and extend the leg forward. Try to get it straight if you can. And then bend it. And hug it in. And then put it down on the floor. We'll do the same on the other side. Wasn't so bad, right? We'll see how we do on this side. All of us favor a side. We're much better at balancing on one side. Okay, draw the knee in, get tall, get a proud chest, left hand to the waist, take hold of the foot. I like to wrap my 2 fingers around my big toe. I'm going to extend out, staying nice and tall. Hold on this spot. Now bring that knee back into the chest and put it down. Take your feet to the width of the mat, hands on your waist. You're going to pull the hips back, come all the way down with your head. Let it go. So you're just dangling the head. Hold here with straight legs. Now take those toes and turn them out so they're not on the mat. The only thing you have on the mat is the heel. Now inhale to a flat back. So lift your torso up a little bit and then bend your legs. Just lower your butt. And then straighten the butt, let the head go. And do that again. Inhale, look up. So your torso is maybe parallel to the floor now, and then you start to just lower your butt, bending through your knees. And then come back down, let your head go. Inhale, back up, lower that butt. Take your hands off your hips, put them out in front, fingertips only on the floor. Hold on this spot. I've got a long spine. Walk those hands out, lower your butt a little more. And now come back up. Turn your feet back onto your mat, facing forward, hip width apart. You're in a full forward fold. We're going to cross the arms. Feel a nice unweighting of the upper body. Straighten out those legs. You're here for 6 big breaths. Close your eyes, get lost. Just focus on your breath. Okay, hands to the floor. Walk them to the front of your mat. Step your feet back, meet me in your high plank. We're going to do a little work on our lower back, a few little stretches for the low back, and then we're done. So from your high plank position, with your belly pulling up towards your spine, feet are hip width apart, you're going to lower to the forearms. So now you're in your low plank. You've got your legs straight and your heels pushing backwards. Hold here with your belly in. Now, in slow motion, I want you to take the hips all the way down to the floor and come onto the tops of your feet, baby cobra. Hold here and just breathe. Try to press out the chest. Keep drawing the stomach in. It's a great opportunity for you to work those six-pack muscles. Wake them up. Okay. From this position with your feet being on the tops of your feet, I just want you to slowly keep your knees down, but slowly lift those hips back up while you draw in the belly. And then slowly, like 3, 4, 5 counts, go back down. And do it again. Lift up. 3, 4, 5 counts. And slowly take it back down. And back up. And back down. Really slow. Working that six-pack, I hope. Should be feeling it. Do a few more. Nice. Okay, from your hips being down, you're going to take your chest, lower it all the way to the floor. Keep your face looking at the mat, so you've got your neck nice and long. It's very important for your neck. Hands right by your chest. Draw the belly up and in. Now pick your chest up off the floor. Keep the elbows pulling towards each other. And from this position, push through the hands so your chest is up and your hips are up. You're just on the tops of your feet here. Draw the belly in. Slowly take it back down. Tuck your toes under this time. Draw the belly in. Push yourself back up to a high plank. And we're going to take it right into a downward facing dog. Driving the heels towards the floor. They're probably not going to get there. Make sure you can see the sides of your arms through your peripheral vision. 5 big breaths. Come back to your high plank position. Now, from your high plank, I want you to baby step, walk your feet forward to the hands with your legs straight, and then you're right back into that full forward fold. Now, from here, fingers out in front, inhale to a flat back. Take the left arm out to the side and lift the left shoulder up. Take your gaze, look left. Take that arm down, do the same on the other side. The initiation of the movement up is from the shoulder. And again. And last one. And come back to that full fold. This time I want you to cross your arms again. Let your head go. 3 big breaths. Straighten out the legs. Inhale to a flat back. Do a nice, slow reverse swan dive all the way back up. Flip your palms, sweep the arms back. And then reach them up. And I thank you so much for your power and strength. Have a wonderful day. Oh, thank you for being here.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too, Val.